Hey Tube, it's Rachel from Kiss and Makeup, and I recently got a request to show you guys how I blow dry my hair because I showed you how I flat iron it, and I said that I have really curly hair that can sometimes be hard to manage. So I'm going to just kind of show you what I do in my technique on how I blow dry my hair. So first I use a wide tooth comb, looks like this, and a regular paddle brush. It's nothing special. And with me I have an Organics Olive Oil brand leave-in conditioner. And then I also keep on me a ponytail holder and a regular spray bottle of water. This was some Sunsilk detangling spray, but I use it all, so I just recycle it. But the first thing I do is I wash and condition my hair. And when I wash my hair, I wash it, and I don't, like a lot of people do this when they wash their hair. I don't do that. I just take the shampoo and I do it twice, and I just kind of rub through my hair so it doesn't create more tangles than it already is when it curls up in the shower. So I just kind of rub through it like this. And I rinse it out and do it again. And I do the same, usually this side's down too, but I have this side up because it's easier to work with one side of your hair, especially when it's curly and there's so much of it. It can get more tangled when you're trying to do more work with it and it's all together in a bunch. So I just split it down the middle and put it in a bun on this side. And I'm just going to work with this side. And what I do is I separate and I make braids, and I take out a braid at a time and blow dry just that section. When you have a paddle brush with this many little things in it, it can really get tangled, or it can kind of grab onto more hair than you really want it to and pull your hair out when you're blow drying. So the first thing I do is I take my comb and I make a part or a section of my hair. And then I have this section here. So you need kind of like two ponytail holders. One to hold off this whole side, and then one as you section off each individual part of your hair. So I'm going to put that in a ponytail, just back here, and take this section and just work with this section for now. So I'm kind of just going to squirt just a little bit of water so it doesn't get dry while I'm working with it. And then I'm going to take my Organics olive oil and just take a small amount, like that much, very little. And this is not heavy on your hair at all, and I just kind of spread it through. And it helps to detangle and moisturize your hair so that it doesn't get dry and frizzy while you're blow drying it. So I take this hair and I take my comb and just start at the ends and comb through. So because of the way I wash it, it's already not that tangled. So it's not really hard for me to comb. You don't want to end up with a whole bunch of hair in your comb. See, I already have like one hair. I don't know if you can see it, but that's not a lot. You know, you're going to shed hair. It's natural. So go ahead and comb through all the way to the root, and the goal is when you get to the root, you should be able to comb through your whole section without stopping like I am. So when you start, it's going to be kind of tangled, but when you comb all the way through, that's when you know you've got your hair totally detangled. So I'm going to take this section and I just split it into three and I braid it. Just a regular braid. You guys can see what I'm doing. And you don't even have to braid it all the way to the end. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything. So you just braid it. So then you have this braid here. And then you continue to do the same. I usually do 3 on each side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will come back and show you the result. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, so this is the final result when it comes to the separating and braiding. So I have 7 braids. This side was a little too thick to make, I got a little stray hair here, but thick to make it one section. So that's fine, as many braids as you need or as many braids as you want. It all depends on the thickness of your hair. So here is, here are the braids. And the next step that I do is I go ahead and I take all the braids and I put them up into kind of a little ponytail. So you can use the same ponytail holder that you were using to section your hair. And what it does is it just kind of isolates the one section that I'm going to work on away from the rest of the hair. So please excuse my blow dryer. It's slowly dying, so it's going to be kind of loud. But so I go ahead and take the braid out gently. And my hair's still very wet. And I comb through it again with my comb. Just one last time. And it's very detangled, see? And then I go ahead and take my paddle brush and do the same thing. I just kind of start at the ends. Be very careful with this paddle brush. And just comb through it. very gently. And your hair kind of gets a little bit curlier than it was before. Well, mine does. So I used an ionic blow dryer, and it kind of came with an attachment so that you can use it as a brush. But the reason that I don't use the attachment is because the heat gets too close to your hair, and especially if you plan on flat ironing your hair afterwards, that's just too much heat to put on your hair. Your hair can only take so much. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. I do turn it on high, but I hold it pretty far away. So okay, so I just did that section, and here it is. It's not fully dry for two reasons. One, because I just said that you don't want to put too much heat on your hair, and two, because you have your sections kind of next to each other. So I'm going to do this back section next. So when I kind of dry that, some of this will get in there too, so I'll still be drying. And if this was totally dry and I'm doing this and this is, you know, getting in with this, it's going to be like over dry and perhaps burning. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the next section. I just pull it down. Same process. Comb to make sure it's totally untangled. And introduce your hair to the brush. Hair meet brush. Comb through in the back. And blow. So there you have it, and you see that because they're in sections, they don't take long to dry at all. That's why I kind of did it live, so you could see actually how long it took me to blow dry each section. I would have put in some music, but I don't really know how. But like I said, I kind of wanted you to see it live so you could see how long it takes, and it's not long at all. It's a minute or two to get each section. So I'm going to go ahead and blow dry the rest of my hair, and I will come back with the final result. Okay guys, I am back and I am done and I am hot. So I just wanted to show you the final result. I call this my Mufasa hair. And this is how it looks when I'm done blowing it dry. It feels really soft. It's dry. It's totally dry. And now all I kind of do is just let my scalp dry for about 10 or 15 minutes just in the air. And then I go ahead and flat iron it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little tutorial or just showing you the way that I blow dry my hair. And I have more videos to come. Bye.